Sitthichai versus Marat Grigorian 6. Kickboxing at its best, although it was a little sad to see Sitthichai lose in such a fashion with how dominant he'd been as the glory lightweight champion. I'd had the privilege of seeing Sitthichai fight live in China, and the Thai fight looked almost unbeatable as he battered his way through everyone he faced to win the WLF tournament and knock out the Iron Monk Yi Long. However, in this fight, it looked as if Sitthichai's best days are behind him. He just couldn't keep off the relentless Armenian. The first round, Sitthichai did a great job of lead hand fighting and stepping around to his right, outside of Grigorian's lead foot, meaning he'd struggle to land his right hand. He jabbed really well and would alternate his straight left hand to the head and body, and he seemed to be able to manage distance effectively. He'd come all the way in to smother, control the hands of Grigorian, and then pick him off with hands and kicks when he could. Watching it live, I felt like he could keep this up for 3 rounds, seeing as it was a non-title fight and the two men had fought 5 rounds multiple times without a knockout. This was now their 6th fight together. They'd already fought over 25 rounds. Well, I was very wrong. When the second round started, Grigorian started finding his way into the pocket. He'd straight punch his way in before throwing his hooks, or just straight up leaning glove to glove. He was switching stances well, bringing his right leg in front to close the door on Sitthichai's exit and force him to exchange, and he started to have a lot more success landing his left hook. The low kicks were chipping away with the occasional roundhouse kick up high, and Marat Grigorian was a man on a mission. Sitthichai slowly started to crumble, and toward the end of the round, Marat hurt him with a combination of hooks and straight punches before grabbing Sitthichai around the head, double collar ties and kneeing him to the body. He dropped Sitthichai with a knee, but the referee ruled it as a no knockdown, as grabbing to knee is illegal under one kickboxing rules. I felt that was a fair decision, the rules are the rules, but the damage had been done and you could clearly see Sitthichai wilting under the pressure. He was saved by the bell, and I didn't have a lot of hope from going into the third round, with momentum clearly on the side of Grigorian. He came out strong in the third, looking to continue his work from the previous round, and the low kicks were starting to take a toll on Sitthichai. He got taken down by a kick to the inside leg, and this is a particularly effective technique against a southpaw, as it will kick out their stance from underneath them if timed correctly. Southpaw versus orthodox matchup, when both guys are looking to cover up or come into box, their weight is usually a bit heavier on the lead leg, so that inside low kick is money. The way Grigorian punches is really effective, as everything is super tight and he's hard to counter. He throws his combinations how you teach any beginner. Everything comes from the guard with hands returning back to the head. He sits down on his shots, and once he gets going, he has a snowballing effect where everything just seems to get worse and worse for his opponent. The end came with Grigorian hunting for a knee. He threw cross, knee, cross, which all landed, but the knee was the shot that had hurt the Thai fighter. Grigorian then followed up with another hands to knee combination to finish Sitthichai and put him down for the count. It was a really impressive performance from Grigorian, and he goes 2 wins to the 4 losses against the Thai, but it feels like we won't be seeing another bout between the two men. Grigorian's won the last 2 fights out of the series of the 6, and it just looks like he's become too strong. Grigorian has finally mastered how to beat the Thai style. After struggling with good kickers like Sitthichai, like Yodson Kly in the past, he's lost to Superbomb more recently in one, but he had knocked him out previously. But this one really felt like he'd figured it out. The way he got himself into range was incredibly impressive, and he's once again proved that he's still right at the top. What's next for him, I don't know. He's pretty much fought everyone. He's already lost the champion Chingy Salazar, but that was a great fight, and I'd love to see a rematch there. Another fight I'd really like to see Grigorian have is against Sitthichai. I know the kickboxing rules, it does suit Marat Grigorian. I don't think Marat stands a chance in the Thai rules with the 4-ounce gloves against a guy like Sitthichai, but I think that kickboxing rule set would be really interesting. Would Sitthichai's kicks be able to keep Marat at bay? Would Marat be able to block it on the arms, or would he get his arm broken like David Kiria? Or would Grigorian be able to force his way into the pocket and let off those devastating hand combinations? I think it's a very intriguing matchup and deserves to happen. Once again, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I've got plenty of other content like this, and let me know what you think down below in the comments. Who do you think Marat Grigorian should fight next? And do you think Sitthichai has much more left in the tank? Pro striking out. I'll catch you later.